like it fit in the palm of his hand.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even picking up the little bit of poop, it's like like a little chocolate bar.
If anything, I think it's probably a good thing because if he's an intimidating dude and he's used to that, this is making him approachable.
This levels him out a bit.
Even if it is at the expense of his own dog.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's still like if he was walking down the street with like a mastiff or something like that.
True.
Nobody would ever speak to him or probably look at him in his eyes.
Yeah.
Like have you guys ever had the privilege of walking down the street with a really big dog?
Like
when
how
I was
big
a
are we
kid,
talking?
but I had a golden retriever.
golden retriever.
When you're a kid, every dog is big.
Yeah, but a golden retriever is big, and even still, they're just so lovable.
But
They're not
a golden
scary.
retriever,
Big,
like I've walked down the street with my brother's German Shepherd.
True.
Fully grown, and my
Which is a
brother.
guard dog.
Yes, and he
And
also.
that was dragging you along.
Yes,
yeah?
and he also has a harness on it, and it has like police badges and stuff on the side.
Oh, that's cute.
It's cute when you know the dog.
Yeah, right.
But when you see somebody walking down the street with what looks like a police dog, people cross the road.
Well, I'd be
They're
like,
not interested.
Oh, he's a cop. He's a working dog. He's
Yeah.
a good dog. He's got a job.
he pays his bills.
If he had like a bum bag and and he was wearing thongs, I think he's a drug dealer.
Yes,
dog or something, you know what I mean?
exactly.
But he's a cop. He's on the good
Yeah.
So
side.
wait, do cop dogs get paid?
I don't know. In praise.
And
right, yeah.
and food?
Donald Trump gave one a medal recently.
Oh, well, good for him. Good
Yeah.
for the dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Good for the dog.
But like, it felt pretty great to see people like visibly scatter when they saw me
okay.
coming down the street.
Is it sort of like the having a really big, loud motorcycle feeling though? Where
Is
it's
it-
like,
is it- is it
I
like-
think it's
are you-
different.
everybody's scared of
Are
me.
you compensating
probably
for
right.
something? Is that what it is?
Oh, you think is that what it is?
No, see, I think I would prefer this guy's situation where people are okay with the
Approachable,
dog.
yeah, 100%.
Because like, my brother's dog is a sweetheart, but people don't know that.
Yeah.
So they run from me like I'm a leper with my bell, and they
Yeah.
I've got the plane coming towards
Yeah.
them. Whereas a small dog like that, people aren't going to visibly be deterred from you.
Because it's harmless.
Yeah,
It's harmless.
exactly.
That's
It's strange
exactly
that
right.
people are turning on him though, and they're just
Yeah,
like, "Your
making fun.
fucking dog is a joke. Get a real dog." Like
I
that's
hate.
hurtful to the
But that
dog.
is the plight of the jacked man.
The jacked-
His appearance. People expect a certain level of doggy style from him, so to speak.
That's right. The Jack, he's not living up to his doggy style expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Jack Nicholson, and
Oh.
they want more from him.
Oh, so he should be having something like a pit bull.
Yeah,
Dale.
no, I don't think he should.
Here's a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Based off our looks, Tom.
Okay.
I want you to assign me and Marcus a dog.
All right.
What do you think suits us, our
I
personality?
think Damien would be a Dalmatian.
Interesting.
Wait, what's the reasoning? Is he a firefighter?
I don't know. I feel like they're pretty they're classy, sort of like.
Are they?
Thank you, Tom.
I feel like they're quite classy. They're like a noble sort of like.
noble-
I feel like he's. I'm not saying you're not together, Marcus, but he's a together sort of
okay.
person.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna get a
Sure.
scruffy dog.
Imagine him walking down Central Park with his Dalmatian.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And Marcus, on the other hand,
Tom, you keep talking like that. We're going to turn this room into 69 Dalmatians,
Oh,
if you know what I'm saying.
Whoa, calm down there. Calm down there, buddy. This is my bed, all right?
Exactly.
I don't need
me,
that.
Cruella de Vil. Marcus, on the other hand, I would say I'd give him a Chow Chow.
Oh, I love a chow chow.
Good
big
old Chow
furry.
Chow. They're the big furry, cuddly
Yes.
ones.
Yeah, but they are kind
Chow
of.
chows are
They
great.
don't like cuddles, I've heard.
Oh, really? They
Yeah,
hate them.
They're not about cuddles.
Well, then it's the wrong dog for me.
but still,
I wanna cuddle.
You're like, I'm a cuddler. I'm a cuddler. I want people to know I'm a cuddler.
Yeah.
But I'd go Chow Chow for Marcus.
Ah,
What about me?
What about you? Oh,
I don't think it for Tom.
yeah.
No, I'm thinking
they're gonna be one
I'm
of
thinking
those
a
ones.
greyhound.
Oh, a greyhound.
Wait, because he's
Tom is always very well groomed.
Okay.
His hair is always in place. Greyhounds are they're short haired.
yeah.
Very sleek looking dog.
Yeah.
You're always looking sleek, Tom.
Yeah.
But
That's
see,
what I'm
I like to
saying.
run. I like to run.
Yeah, I've seen you run, buddy.
I chase rabbits.
Yeah, chase rabbits. See, greyhounds are really, really, really big, though. There's a similar dog.
There's
that
an
looks
Italian greyhound.
called is it a whippet?
It's a whippet.
Oh,
Yeah.
whip it.
Yeah,
Yeah, more of
see?
a whip it.
You're more of a whippet. Where,
Just whip it.
Yes, whippet. And,
Whip it, right,
and you
okay.
got a small waist, Tom. That's
Oh,
what
thank
it
you.
is.
This is my tiny waist.
He's an Italian greyhound.
Italian
Get
greyhound.
my
Settled.
shining a little bit. Sorry, now I've got Willow Smith in my head.
He's getting a bit too excited now.
Good. Da-na-na-na.
Okay, I'll be the whippet.
Yeah, the whippet.
Okay, so this person here,
Uh-huh.
right? Have you ever been in a situation where someone would have, like, you've taken your dog for a walk, or you've seen someone else with a dog, and would you have made fun of them like that? Has anyone made fun of you?
No, I think people. When I was living back with my parents, I owned the little Pomeranian. Still
That's
do.
true.
I still
It's
do.
true.
I love that dog.
Cutie.
But it's a little dog, and she didn't like walks for starters. Like she never liked the lead.
Right.
But that being said, I walked her once or twice, and not that anyone made fun of me, but I'm like, I had to hold her sometimes because she's like, I won't move, and I'm like, I don't care.
People thought you were trying to be like a socialite carrying a dog around.
Yeah, exactly. But no.
There goes Marcus and his Pomeranian.
One dog, I actually seen a person walk these two dogs recently. I was driving past them, and I just thought, I'm like, this is so pretentious. You look like a twat.
Yeah.
It was like, you know those like really like white fluffy dogs? And he had a backpack and shorts on. I'm like, you look like such a like a pompy like pompous asshole.
Putting clothes on a dog.
No. He had the backpack on. The dog was just in his white
So
fur.
the guy was in shorts and a backpack, and that's what you had a problem with?
And the two white dogs, like it just seemed like
So
it
was
was
it like the white dogs that made you think he looked like he was?
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
It's bad of me. I was
But you didn't abuse him or anything.
No, I didn't judge. I judged this man on his dogs.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually call him out.
When you mentioned the backpack, I thought you were going to say, have you seen those cat backpacks?
Oh, yeah.
Or it's got like a backpack with a dome on the front. It's a clear dome.
Yeah.
And you're meant to put your cat in the back.
It's like, you know those McDonald's playgrounds that have like, you need to
Yes.
kick and like be waving at you through
a
them?
mesh like sort of.
It's like a circle plastic
Yeah.
bubble. It's
But
like
it's for a
that.
take a
cat.
cat.
I've
Really?
seen people in the city with those. I don't really get the point.
I guess
I mean,
if you're in
the
an
only-
apartment, you want to give him some fresh air.
I
The only,
guess.
the only time I would understand if someone's taking a cat anywhere is to be put down because cats are awful.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm just saying, dude,
Those
like-
comments suck.
That's say.
Jeez, shots fired.
Shots fired. Those suck almost as much as a Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Whoa,
all right?
boy. Whoa.
I want that.
That's
I want
low.
that. I want them to
just
sponsor
saying,
us.
I
Please,
like
guys.
dogs. I'm a dog guy. That's all.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so this person here, what should they do? Do they need to trade up to a different dog? What do they got to do?
No, don't trade up. You know what? You defend that dog. You're a big burly man. You can defend that dog.
So you want him to crack skulls? I think. Marcus.
I don't think he needs to be
I just
physical.
don't need to get physical.
I don't think you need to get
Bring
physical.
a gun and choke someone.
But you know what? You know what you need to do? You know what you need to do? Just, think of some like comebacks.
Oh, you're gonna be like, yeah.
That's so petty.
Think of some. Well, this little dog is little man.
If he's picking up the dog's poop, and
Throw
someone,
the poo at
that's what I
him.
was gonna say. You gotta go chimpanzee on them. You gotta go primal and launch the poop
Yes,
at them. What do
I
you
think
reckon,
so.
Damien?
You got to defend this
I was
dog's
going to
honor.
say,
shaking your head for?
he should put the gun in his waistband. Whenever anyone says anything, just lift the top. And
Right. Oh, you're eyeballing my piece, 50 Cent?
Yeah.
You just gotta just say, don't fuck with me.
Yeah. No, but don't actually do that. Obviously.
I think I wouldn't sling the shit. That's bad.
No.
That's like what is it? The chemical warfare.
Yeah.
But
I think just do what you're already doing. Just keep walking.
just keep walking.
Just keep walking.
That's it.
You're the bigger man here, Damien. I am petty. Come up with some defense lines.
If you're getting the same
Yeah.
comments all the time, you can write some
yeah,
material.
you can write some lines.
Yeah,
or
just
something
to
like
assess
that.
this man a little bit. I think he might have a little bit of like a complex sort
Can
of.
I throw an insult at you and see if you can hit me back with a
Oh, no,
comeback on the fly?
Hey, can I throw an
I
insult
don't care.
at you?
I'm going to do it to you anyway.
There you go.
Nice dog. Does it come in man size?
Oh no, he's trying to drown me with his tears. I'm
exactly.
slipping everywhere.
His nipples are lactating. What's going on right now? Too many steroids to this guy.
I think this man's got like a bit of a persona problem as far as he's he's concerned about how people appear, like or how he appears to people.
Yes.
And he's probably
He's
like
got a Jack's Napoleon complex.
Yeah. That's exactly the problem. He wants to be known as the big burly guy, and he hates it when people look down on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
maybe it's a bit more mentally.
You're adding this different side to you with this little dog. You saved this dog's life.
Correct.
You know, you're becoming more approachable.
Yeah.
Don't worry about these douchebags. Like I said, have some comeback lines if you really need to. But you just heard me. I have shit comeback lines, so you don't take my advice, please.
All right, fair enough. Well, should we leave it there for
Yeah.
We shall.
Leopold and Kate? All right, Damien is up next.
This is going to come from The Terminator.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Cool. I love it.
I got hypnotized and now regret it.
Wait, which Terminator? We're talking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold
as the Terminator?
Schwarzenegger.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
the metallic dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like
No.
or the
What's
chick.
his name? What's his acting name?
The T-1000.
What is his name? That
Oh, the
actor?
liquid dude.
Yeah,
What's his
Liquid dude.
actual name?
I think it's Liquid Paper.
Liquid Man.
Boy.
Liquid Man.
Liquid Snake. Yes.
Okay.
I recently heard someone describe Arnold Schwarzenegger as a brown condom full of walnuts. It's pretty damn good.
Brown condom?
Yeah, because he's tan.
'cause
He's
he's
always
tan.
tan, man.
Yeah, okay,
He's in
yes.
California.
Okay.
California. So the Terminator writes in, I got hypnotized and now regret it. I went to a hypnosis show with my friends and crushed last night. Halfway through it, I was called up to take part. I didn't want to, but I was trying to impress my crush, so I did. The hypnosis didn't work on me, but I didn't want to ruin the show, so I went along with whatever dumb things the hypnotist said. Big mistake. The show culminated with me dressed as a baby, nappy and all, crying because I had made a boom boom in my diaper. The crowd loved it.
course.
After the show, I explained to my friends that I was just playing along, but none of them believed me. I got mad and tried to elaborate, but all they kept saying was, "Why are you upset, baby? Did you make another boom boom?" I was supposed to meet my crush for lunch the next day, but she cancelled at the last minute.
She didn't want no boom
Surely
boom.
this isn't because of the show, right? The Terminator.
Nah, it's definitely because of the show, man.
Way to really bring down the Terminator's sort of scary
his
appearance.
cred. Yeah.
By making him dress as a baby and hypnotized.
Yeah.
Poor bloke.
I know that sucks. I mean, I wouldn't have dressed up as a baby. I think you could have gone down the lines, and once you realize they're putting me in baby clothes. No, I'm going to stop right here. Wait, I've snapped out.
The
of
idea is that he was saying that he didn't go along with it. It was actually hypnotized, right?
No, he said he went along with it.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't
Went
get
along with
hypnotized.
it.
He just didn't want to ruin the show.
So
Ruin the show. Fuck it. I would have. I mean, in hindsight, you can't do it now, but I
it's
would.
happened already.
Yeah, it's happened already.
You can't go back in time again,
but next time you go to the
unfortunately.
He's
hypnotism
not a time
show,
traveler.
Yeah, next time you go to the hypnotism show, don't go along with it until it's just like, all right, dress up like it's something really embarrassing. You stop there, and go, I've snapped out of it.
right.
Get someone else.
You're going along with it. You're like, oh yeah, barking like a dog. They're like, put on this baby outfit. You're like, fuck you, I'm out. Just walk back to your seat and sit down.
Because all you were really like protecting, it's like the show, but you're protecting this hypnotist show.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
No, but like that is like I as you know, I like to do my research.
You do, yes.
I was reading about hypnotist thing, and apparently like 3 of the biggest things they rely on is like number 1 is the peer pressure from people not wanting to disappoint an audience.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that is like the big thing that enables them to make people do it even if they don't want to.
How do they gauge like if a person is going to be the one that's going to do it? Though?
It's funny that you say that.
Oh.
Because here's the second thing they look for.
Yeah.
They generally run like big things. Like they will do a test on an audience to essentially see who the most susceptible is. And one of them is like, put your hands together now, and they pretend they're hypnotizing them. Now try and pull them apart. And they watch for people who kind of like struggle to do it because they seem like they're buying into the whole hypnotist angle.
Because they're weak.
Yeah.
So a hypnotist is like a used car salesman.
Yes.
It's like, I see another turkey walking in on his
Exactly,
own.
yeah.
Gobble, gobble,
I can
gobble.
see this wood duck coming from a mile away.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
You're going to be the baby.
Yeah. And the classic thing is they call them stooges.
Oh.
They had this guy was the stooge in this case.
Oh,
But
this is so disrespectful
Yeah.
from the hypnotist union.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
You're revealing all our secrets,
The alliance
Damien.
are going to be unhappy
I'm
with
going to
Damien.
be blackballed.
Yeah.
And here, the stooge thing is obviously you have an actor who's in the crowd.
Yeah.
You generally have one stooge. So once the audience sees that, they kind of buy in a bit more.
He's always the guy in the bright Hawaiian shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's in a spot. It's like the police
Party
academy.
animal.
It's like the police academy stunt show. Whenever
Yeah.
I saw that at Movie World, it was always the guy with the bright shirt that got picked from the audience.
Always,
And he was
always.
the guy that got like launched out of a cannon and shit.
Launched out of a
for me.
cannon, grabbed onto a rope,
Yeah,
swung
right.
a little bit.
You see
Yeah.
his children sobbing in the audience. That was a real guy.
That's right. That was actually my dad on holiday.
Yeah, he just liked Hawaiian shirts.
But like the stooge thing is obviously if you see somebody doing it, you are more susceptible to replicate what they're doing on stage.
God, human beings are so gullible, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys been to a hypnotist show before?
I can't say I have. I don't know.
I've been to the stunt show before, but no.
Yeah,
I've
right.
been to that the movie brother thing.
Movie Brother one, yeah.
I've been to a
I
hypnotist
went to
show.
one in Universal too. But anyway, that's beside
Oh,
the
yeah, we
point.
saw Waterworld.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Anyway,
that shit's
that's-
good.
sorry,
no,
Damien.
I'm all for Waterworld. That's a good time.
All right.
He drank his own piss, Damien.
It was desperate times.
That was the takeaway from that movie. He drank his,
Wouldn't make
in a
sense,
world
right?
full of water. He drank his
Better
own
drink the
piss.
piss.
Yeah.
Better drink the piss.
Yeah.
It was a real tragedy. Though.
So you've been to a hypnotist show?
on a cruise ship.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like something they do on a cruise ship.
It's like, we've got nothing else better to do. Let's
Bingo
do it.
at 8, hypnotist show at 9.
Pretty much.
We're already in the room. We may as well watch
Because
it.
if you don't fall for the hypnotist show on the cruise, then everyone's like, "You're the jerk that ruined the show."
They'll make you walk the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
And drink your own piss too. While you're falling.
Guess what? It's Waterworld. Drink up.
Clack, clack, clack.
The captain of the ship pisses in your mouth, and then he kicks you off the
He's
ship.
like Callie.
Seems totally fair. Seems totally fair.
No, but the show was. As I was young, so I enjoyed it, and it was like people pretending to be gorillas, like running in the aisles, all that type of thing.
Yeah.
And there was like a theater room on the actual ship, and I remember believing it at the time. And then one day, me and my cousin were walking around the ship, and the theater room was closed, and the curtains were closed, and we decided to peek in, and we saw the hypnotist rehearsing the show with like actors on stage, and our little hearts were broken.
Yeah, you felt like like the mirrors were
the
shattered.
curtain was literally we had a peek behind a curtain,
Yeah.
and we saw.
And from that moment on, you're like, it's just not real.
It is
just
not real.
And the hypnotist was beating everyone as well. Being like,
Yeah.
do it right this
Eat
time.
this banana, and he just throws the banana in the
I am
face.
Charles the Magnificent.
The captain was standing on the side of the stage with dick in hand, ready to piss in their mouth.
Yeah,
Whoever didn't do a good job.
He was ready. Just, you're not gonna listen to him. Look at him. Look at the captain.